Hello and welcome to another NihongoGamer video. Oh my god, I'm excited. This has just arrived in the post. I've been waiting since release date. I should have just cancelled my order and gone to the shops on release day to buy it. Apple Watch! Apple Watch! Whoa, it's heavier than I was expecting. Hefty box. Okay, so that's just the box. I'll just chuck that over. Now this is actually the first Apple Watch I've ever had, and I'm really excited to see whether I like it because I've been using a Pebble for the longest time, and I don't really like it. The battery life is excellent, and the e-paper screen or e-ink screen, all sorts of things about the Pebble make sense, but I just don't want to use it as my smartwatch. Apple Watch seems to tick all the right boxes, so let's unbox Apple Watch Series 2. Alright guys, let's open up this Apple Watch. Comes in a cool rectangular box, very long. I'm going to take the plastic off it now, and I don't know if you can actually see this very clearly on the camera, but it does say Watch here on the front. It doesn't say Watch 2 or Series 2 or anything. Whoop, beep. That is the magic part where it shumps out. Designed by Apple in California. Inside here, some information. Just information about how to turn it on. Here it is. Apple Watch Series 2 in Japan. There it is, guys. That is the Apple Watch Series 2. Looks absolutely phantasmic. Pull this plastic off it now. Let's see. Wow, it's so beautiful. My goodness, this is absolutely lovely. Let's actually unbox the rest of the product. Inside you get a charging cable. It's a little puck. I guess this is the wireless charging device that I can use to actually charge it every single day. And one of these. You can never have too many of these. Okay, for this video, I'm going to have the Pebble sitting here side by side with the Apple Watch so that you can have as good an idea of really the differences in size. This is the back of the watch. This is the front of the watch. So nice! Front of the watch and the back. So as I understand it, the Apple Watch Steel was the only edition that had these silver surrounds on the heart rate monitor, but on the Apple Watch Series 2, even these aluminium watches, which is what this is, also have that steel round part on the heart rate monitor. Something that you don't get, however, if you don't buy the steel version, you don't get the black dot on this dial, and I think it looks so much nicer with the black dot, but I wasn't about to pay $150 extra just for the dot. So this is the device, looks lovely. Rolly button here, a real button there. So on the side of the watch, I think one of the main differences is that the speaker can now expel water from the device after you've been swimming. So I'll be keen to test that feature out, even though I hate swimming. Let's turn the watch on for the first time. Is this it? Is this the power button? How do you turn this thing on? Come on. Oh, there it is. Apple Watch. Apple Watch, it's switching on. I gotta say, love the strap that this comes with. Look at this strap. That cheap sport band that looked cheap. It made the whole watch look cheap. But with this band, it actually looks like a real watch, so I'm very, very excited about that. It is asking me to choose a... Oh, no, don't do Japanese. It's asking me to choose a language. Touchscreen looks like it is working just fine. What I want to do is I want to connect this Pasmo card, also known as Suica, which is the other company that makes the same card. I'll be able to plug this into the watch, and I'll be able to use the watch instead of this card for my bus pass. What on earth is going on the screen? What is that? I don't even know what that is. Good afternoon. If you have an Apple Watch, you can pair it with your iPhone here. Your Apple Watch is paired. Thank goodness for that. Which way do you wear it? I wear it on the left. Workout route tracking. Siri, what is this? Okay, sure. Daily move goal. Lightly, moderately, highly. How about moderately? Let's set a move goal for moderately. So I guess I just have to wait for it to synchronize with the phone. I'll just leave it there. Alright, so I thought I'd put it on my wrist while it's setting up and just show you how nice this strap is. It really does make the whole watch feel like a very premium product just by having a nicer strap than the sport strap of old. Apple Watch 2, looking nice. The screen was lovely on the Pebble actually. I loved that it lasted all week long, but here was one of my biggest issues. One, one, there was no touchscreen. So all sorts of interactions required that you press a button. And when you press a button on the Pebble, you have to actually push pretty hard. The functions of the Pebble just didn't work for me as well. It didn't really do that much. There was no heart rate monitor, there was no GPS, so essentially when I'm going cycling, I can't really use it for navigation or anything useful. Although there is a navigation app on the Pebble store, I just didn't find it very useful. It would show me arrows, but they weren't very accurate. This is the cheapest Apple Watch 2 that you can buy right now, but it still looks very, very premium, and that's something that I really like about how the series works. It is quite thick. You can see it's a bit thicker than the Pebble. The Pebble does sit a bit more flat, so I'll have to learn to get over that, but it's not much more than a regular watch. I've had watches that were similar in thickness to this one. So the other thing about the Pebble is that it's not very sensitive. When I turn the Apple Watch over like this, it knows that I've looked at it and the screen turns on. Whereas with Pebble, even though the screen is always on, it's not very bright and I can't see it in the dark. So when I want to see it in the dark, I have to do a flick. And can you see, I'm doing the flick, and you have to actually do quite a strong flick for it to actually turn on. And every time I used my Pebble, I just felt like I'm gonna get arthritis or something. Alright, it looks like the Apple Watch has finally come to life. Welcome to the Apple Watch app. I hear that you can just swipe from the side and actually change the watch face like this. So, interesting different watches, different faces. This one looks pretty nice. Butterfly. Now what happens when you force touch on this? Whoa! Oh, I guess you can just see the actual names of the watch. You don't have to force touch, but you can. Interesting. Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, photo. It's a photo of me. I don't want a photo of me. Whoa! This watch is insane. I feel like I've got an iPhone strapped to my wrist. Every time I press these buttons, I don't like it. And plus, why is the back button on the left? I have to like bring my right hand over to the left side and click it like this. At least the buttons are actually on the correct side on the Apple Watch. I'm sure that they thought about that. Okay, so this is where all the apps are kept. I guess I can check my phone calls, messages, maps. I can check out the weather. Can I see the weather? Alright, it's gonna try and load the weather for me. It's not that fast. I should stand up at least 1 minute every hour. Wow. I need to move so I can get my calorie goals. Exercise. Stand, move, exercise. Get started. Alright. That's exciting, all sorts of stuff going on there. I don't have much time to play with this right now because I've got some video editing I need to do, but whoa, Mickey Mouse is on my wrist! This is quite exciting for me because it's the first time I've ever had an Apple Watch. I'm going to really enjoy all of these clock faces. I'm going to try and find the best clock face for me, figure out what all the force touch stuff does, I don't know, figure out what apps I can get. Eventually, I really do want to try out the Pokemon Go app when it finally does come out. But just for now, guys, that was a quick look at my new Apple Watch. It looks absolutely the business. Very, very, very happy with the look of it. I will update you again later when I've figured out how to actually use this thing. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, share the links and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next NihongoGamer video. Oh, the screen has completely changed. I might just make tea with half-boiled water. Oh no, it's starting now. I haven't made my tea. No. Today is going to be a very covert video because it's 2 a.m. Tim Cook's in the car. It's only 5 or 10 minutes since the presentation has started, but Apple on Twitter has just released this video, which I think they released way too early. It is a picture of the waterproof iPhone, and it says, "Say hello to the waterproof iPhone," leaking their own iPhone 7 tweet. I just can't believe that they did that.